Hello you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm back here to give you another intention and focus reading for today. Alright, I hope these readings are very helpful for you guys. Just an understanding or an understanding and overstanding on how to use these daily readings that I do bring to you. You know, life is about getting results, creating our reality, creating the things that we want, using our intention, using our emotions, using our mental faculties, and our vehicle that we've been given, this body, to do that, to express ourselves, you know, and to receive the blessings that God and the universe has for us. And one of the most important ways in doing this is through our thoughts, you know, our thoughts and our intentions. All right, we have to be able to, you know, set an intention out to get a desired result. I mean, you can't get or receive anything without thinking about it first, and then second, without setting the intent on how you're going to go about doing that. All right, so that's what these daily readings are for. I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading so that we can pick up on the energies that we will be experiencing today. Today I will be using the Archetype deck by Carolyn Miss, and basically what we'll do is I'll pull a few cards, you know, from the deck that will give us an idea of the energies that we will be dealing with and how we can go about focusing on these energies and how they're playing out in our lives in order to use our intention to get the desired results that we're looking for. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see exactly what energies we'll be dealing with today. All right. So we have two cards out. I'm going to pull one more card. All right, so the intention and the focus for today is the visionary. All right, visionary. The light attributes of visionary is capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard of personal gain. Now, the shadow attributes, okay, of the visionary is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. All right, and this is basically someone that's looking into an orb. And like I was, you know, like I was saying in a previous reading, that, you know, the only way, or actually in the beginning of the only way for us to actually really get the things that we want, get the things that we desire, get the things that are fulfilling to us, it starts with a vision. It starts with the thought. It starts with the idea first. We have to think about the things that we want first in order for us to bring them or manifest them into the physicality, into the physical. We have to visualize them, and that visualization comes in the spirit realm. It's in the spirit realm. It's in the astral realm, and this is how we pull things that be not, or pull things that do not exist yet, how we pull them into physicality. And so the focus of today is being able, or having the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, because a lot of people, they're not going to be able to conceive the things that you want, the things that fulfill you, the things that drives you, the things that you have a passion and a desire to do. You know, life, the way life is set up right now for many, 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 many people, it's to keep them in the box. It's to keep them tired. It's to keep them stressed. It's to keep them worried. It's to, you know, and you kind of lose focus on the things that you want as an individual. The things that you do that makes you happy, that bring happiness to others. Your life purpose, your life goals. Okay, these are the things that makes us feel, you know, fulfilled. And we try to figure out why and how. How can I do the things that I want when I have this going on, when I have that going on, when I have all of this going on? And it's through the magical child. Okay, these are archetypes, and these archetypes play out in our lives all the time. They play out all the time. We don't lose this energy because we're constantly playing, putting on hats, we're being pulled by this string and we're being pulled by that string. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. It takes a child. It takes childlike energy to pull things into existence. To use your imagination and say, you know what? I used to daydream as a kid. But that's for kids. That's childish. I live in the real world. Enough of that. No. This is how dreams are brought to reality. This is how we manifest the things that we want. Even through prayer, even through meditation, this is a form of daydreaming. It's a form of having the vision. You have to see it first. You have to see it first. You have to believe it first. You have to think it first before you can actually bring it into physicality. And the universe is saying we have the energies that's surrounding this is preserving knowledge and information. Because if we don't use the energy of the magical child, and we all have that child in us, we all have that childlike energy in us. Situations, people, places, and things try to suppress that childlike nature. All right? Life can suppress that childlike nature. Burdens, worrying, things of that nature will suppress that childlike energy. However, what happens when that energy is suppressed, it brings pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So there are things that has to take place. There are things that they must take place in order for us to get what it is that we've dreamed of for so many years. We've dreamed of doing. We've wanted to do this for so long, but it just seems so far off. The universe wants to give that to us. God wants to give that to us. Okay? Because the soul is crying out right now, and I'm feeling the energies. There's so many souls that are desperate to be fulfilled. They're crying out because they want fulfillment. They want to walk that path that they were set to walk, but they don't know how. They're stuck in the box. They're stuck in their circumstances. They're stuck in an energy that they just can't get rid of. They cannot seem to get rid of. And it's not about being the martyr. All right? Allowing yourself to feel like you have to be stuck in these situations. You have to be stuck in the circumstances that you have going on around you. Learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. Addiction to self-pity. So what happens is we put ourselves under this type of energy that causes us to feel sorry for our circumstances. We feel sorry for ourselves because we're in certain circumstances, because we're in certain situations. We begin to feel sorry for ourselves. We begin to feel like we're powerless. We begin to feel like, no, the universe is saying no. No, God is saying no. It's not about feeling sorry for yourself. How do you get out of this energy? How do you break free of this energy? Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in everything. The belief that everything you possibly could dream of. When you go in your mind, no one can tell you that can't be done. No one can tell you, no, it's not going to happen. There's places and spaces in our own mind, in our own consciousness, that we go and we dream of things all the time. Okay, this is a sacred space. This is a space where, we don't allow others to come and infiltrate those spaces within us. And we dream about the things that we want. We dream about the things that, can happen. Everything is possible. Even if you gotta imagine it in your mind, even if it haven't been brought to the physical as of yet, everything is possible. Everything. And we just allow others to steal our vision. We allow others to steal the vision that we have for ourselves. Preserving sacred knowledge, preserving knowledge and information is what the universe is saying. Find out, what do you need to do? Find the means to do it. Find the means to do it, because right now we're dealing with some king type energy. We're dealing with the energy of the king. We're dealing with the kingship archetype. And that is energy that's based on exerting yourself, Force to will to force, going out there. The queen energy or the feminine energy would be about you doing things to bring things to you. You're sitting still. You're being the one that's being catered to. You're being the one that's being... But the energy that we need in order to get this vision off the ground is to go out, because we have to put action. We have to put action, but we can't sit around and think things are just going to come to you. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth. You have to put action, you have to put energy into any vision, even in the thoughts, even in your thought process, and how your thought process is broken down into the steps to bring it into realization, actualization, physicality. It takes energy, it takes belief, it takes imagination. Everything starts with the thoughts. Writing down the things that you want. Writing them. Actually getting out a pen, getting out a piece of paper and saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I have to do to get what I want. This is the steps that I have to take. And stop feeling like you're the victim. Stop feeling like, stop being addicted to self-pity. And this is something that this society, it perpetuates. It perpetuates people to feel sorry for themselves. It tells them to point the finger at other people and not take responsibility for their choices and for their decisions and for their situations. Things can change. Things do change. Are you willing to allow the energy to come to you and through you to make the changes that are needed? Are you willing to step out on faith, not by sight? But are you willing to step out on your faith? Are you willing to take the energy of the magical child and dream? To use your imagination to believe that any and everything is possible for you. For you. We give our powers over to everyone. We give our powers. We're strings. We're being pulled in every direction. And we don't take the time out to think about ourselves. What fulfills us? Are we walking on our path? Are we walking our true path? And everyone has a path. It may not be the same path, but it leads to the same place, in a sense. We have to take the energies that are surrounding us and use them to get whatever it is that we want. Today's intention and today's focus is on the visionary. Being able to envision, having the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. And others they're not in your mind. They're not in your emotions. You only could give them a little aspect of what you think and what you feel and what you know and what you've experienced. They don't know half of the things that you've probably been through. They don't know half of the times that you sat up late at night crying or trying to figure out, worrying, how I'm going to do this, where's this going to come from. They don't know half of that. They don't know your dreams, your aspirations, what you've wanted to do for years and have not been able to do them. because you're tied down to this and this and this and this and this. So some practical steps to help you achieve it. It may be something like, she's telling me to sit down and write. Is she really telling me to take out a pen and paper? Yes, it's the practical things. It's the small little things. You have to take the baby steps. And Spirit is saying, scribe. Spirit is saying, sit down. Write down what you want. Spirit is saying, imagine what you want. Believe that any and everything is possible, no matter what that is for you. Get rid of the belief that energy and action is not required for growth. Nothing comes to anyone that sits back and just watches their life pass in front of them. You have to take your life and move it forward. No one's going to move it forward for you. You have to be the one who says, I'm going to do this. I don't care. I don't care who says I can't. I don't care what situation I'm in right now. Even if I got to start just by envisioning it. If I got to start writing things down. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to move forward. And I will move forward. And I will get the things that I want. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Again, I will bring you guys more readings, more intentions, more focuses. These are just ways, like I said, for you to be an active participant in your own life, to move your life forward, to be fulfilled, okay, to get a desired result. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time.